the second part of our discussion with Erika. Erika is the CEO and founder of Eka Swimwear. So her topic was really interesting. So we have a lot of questions for her. So let's start now. So like you mentioned that you have plans, you create plans for your brand. Do you do it yourself or do you have a team who helps you out?
Okay. So right now, I have a team that helps me out. Kasi I've been doing this for 6 years. Well, for Erika swimwear brand. So I've been doing it for 6 years. So I have budget already. So I have one person who does the content, and then
Okay.
another one the photos. Sorry, and then another for the videos, and then
Okay.
another one for the what do you call this, writing, all the write ups. So
Okay.
yeah, so there's three, and I still help them with the planning. I still guide them with everything. But from the start, it was really all me.
Okay,
It
but in
was
terms of frequency, Erica, was it that frequent as well when you were do it? When you were doing it by yourself, was it that frequent? Because your plan is like a daily like content or post in different platforms. Yeah.
when I was doing it myself, yeah, it was daily because also in the beginning, syempre, you won't have much sales yet, and
Okay,
you will have more time. So
that's
I
true.
really, I really, really focused on building the brand, on building building credibility. Because one of the upsides of social media is when you're already out there on social media, they already think na that's already one way to be credible. That's
Yeah,
one to earn their trust already.
the trust of your customers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's so
you also don't
true.
want to bombard them with posts. So as much as possible, I try to limit with 1 to 2 times a day.
Okay, all right. So, okay, you mentioned that we should track like what's happening with our social media. Like how do you know if a plan succeeded or failed?
Okay, a plan would succeed if on your goal setting you have your metrics, like you check if your metrics meet your goals. Then that for you would be that it meets your goals, then that would be successful because
Okay.
also you're the one who would dictate the success.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
yeah, diba? It's different for everybody. But yeah, always go back to your goal setting, your plan setting, and you'll see it there.
Okay, so for like a lot of I would imagine that a lot of women startups right now are watching and they don't have a budget for social media or at least not that huge as of the moment. So how do you determine what your budget should be for social media?
Okay. For those starting up, I would suggest to do it yourself. It's very the World Wide Web is very giving. You just search how to create blah blah, and you immediately know or find tutorials on how to do something.
Okay.
So for the beginning, you start with just you. If you don't have a budget, it's fine. And if you love your brand, if you love your product, you would do it. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's very
that's true.
important that you love it. And if once you have a budget already, then you can already find people to help you. But
Okay.
also try to do it gradual, and then eventually you will learn which type of people you need help
Yeah.
from there.
Okay. Do you run Facebook ads like Google ads? And if so, like what do you usually like how much do you spend for it?
Right now, yes, I run Facebook ads. Google
Okay.
ads, I haven't explored yet.
Okay.
But on Facebook, yeah, I do run ads, and it would be around maybe 5 digits for a whole month. My
Okay.
budget for that. Yeah, but I started also with very little. Promise. So you
Okay.
can start with little.
So that yeah, so that won't be an issue for people who's starting, no?
Yes.
Okay. So
Sorry, just
yes, go
to
ahead. Go
also
ahead.
let you guys know, I would suggest that you try not running Facebook ads in the beginning because it's also important that you get those organic sales, that you
Okay.
get those organic people because these are the people who would really love your brand and would
Okay.
really support you from the start.
Yeah, that's a good tip, no? So you at least you know your baseline before you can actually
Yeah.
like try to experiment. Now, speaking of experiments, you mentioned a lot of things, obviously, because the topic is social media. But are there any other like marketing strategies that you implement?
For other marketing strategies, I guess would be also to partner with schools. So
Okay.
sometimes if they invite me in speaking or in whatever event, so I'm also there. I also used to do bazaars, a lot of
Okay.
bazaars. Actually, I got my traction from joining bazaars, but that
Okay.
was 6 years ago. And right now I don't do bazaars anymore.
So it's
But yeah,
purely
I think
online. It's purely
yeah,
online.
we have one store right
Okay.
now. It's in Parañaque. We have one physical store because people were requesting that they want to be able to fit the
Yes.
clothes, the swimsuits. So yeah, and it's very important to just get out there. So if you get invited to events, I suggest you do it. And then at the same time, one more marketing tip I can suggest to you guys is whenever you ship out your um this is not social media anymore.
Yeah.
But if you guys send out your packages or send out maybe gift cards or whatever, always include package inserts that would maybe give them a discount code so that they will purchase again. Like
Oh,
think
okay.
like a thank you card. Thank you for purchasing la la la. On your second purchase, we would like to give you X discount, and that they usually use it again.
Okay, all right. That's a good tip for retention, no? Retaining your customers. Okay, so for the final question, Eric, I think a lot of retail store owners like you're affected by this crisis, no? So what do you see are the changes in terms of like how your audience or your customers were before the pandemic, and how are they now in terms of like engaging with you through social media? Were there any changes? And can you share with us like what have you observed?
Yeah. There's a lot of changes. Pero I guess one thing that didn't change much is that they're already online
Okay.
because we already started as an online store, so they're already online. But of course, the physical store is closed, so no one's going there. Don't go there if you plan on going there. But another thing that I noticed that is different is since people aren't going outside, since people are not wearing swimsuits outside anymore. So that's why we had to shift. We had to pivot from the swimsuit production to the PPE production. So we have washable face masks. We have the full suits as well right now, and people are buying. People are buying because
That's good.
that's what's essential right now, and I think that's important for businesses right now with the current resources that you have. Think of ways to offer whatever is essential right now to the market, because one more thing is
Yeah.
people purchase more online.
Ah,
I know a beauty brand. She's a friend. I know a beauty brand, and she has more sales right now. I think people
wow.
are so stressed because some of
So
people
they
they want
just
to,
go shopping online.
and then I want to be beautiful. I want to feel nicer, so I'll just buy more of this.
Yeah. So maybe
Ah,
not related. I know I said that was the last question, but I'm curious to find out like not related to like marketing or social media, but any any learnings that you've gotten from this crisis that you realize now as a business owner.
as a business owner, I realized that in order to be an entrepreneur, you really have to be prepared to not go with your plans. Because this is summer season, guys, and I have all my plans laid out already. I was
Yes,
already super pumped up for the season. This is my season. I was like telling that to myself like a few months ago, and then it all
this happened.
and yeah, this happened. And for the first 2 weeks, I was distraught. I was I did not know what to do because my plan, I couldn't execute my plan anymore, and
Yeah.
everything's closed. I couldn't do anything. But um if you feel the same way, it's fine. It's totally fine. Just let your body process all of that, and but eventually, just acknowledge
Hang in
also that
there. Mhm.
yeah, this is also the new normal, because I
Yeah.
think even after the lockdown, eto na talaga, people are gonna still observe social distancing. People are gonna, but the one thing also is, I think online is gonna boom.
Flourish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, they can wear their swimsuits at home and feel pretty and
Go.
sexy. Okay, so thank you so much, Erica, for answering all of our questions and for guesting in Startup Women Connect Asia. So if you guys, if you women out there want to connect with Erica, just feel free to be a member and sign up. All right, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.